In a shocking development, federal agents have raided homes, properties associated with the rapper in Miami and Los Angeles.
Multiple brands and businesses apparently aren't showing the mogul the same love, as they've decided to distance themselves or fully cut ties.
Even though if he don't lose all his money and everything like that, his fall from grace will be harder than anybody we would know in hip-hop. Anybody we've known in hip-hop, his fall from grace would be worse than anybody. Because he would be the laughing stock.
Even Jay-Z's career, you can look at the
interview. So what's the latest with Jay-Z, Diddy, and 50 Cent? 50 Cent has shared his thoughts on Jay-Z and Diddy before, but now he's focusing on Diddy's crumbling empire. The rivalry between Jay-Z and 50 Cent has been going on for years, with fans closely watching every twist. While 50 Cent hasn't said anything too extreme, his comments about Jay-Z, who's often praised as one of the best rappers ever, haven't been nice. A lot of this tension seems to be tied to issues involving Beyoncé. The Carters, known for their strong and wealthy image, have had a big influence on the music world. Despite Beyoncé's popularity, some critics think she's too focused on their personal history, leading to some negative remarks about her.
Phoenix, I'm watching. Because fortunately, one of the TVs in our kitchen has closed captioning, so I'll be able to understand what she says. She, you know, Beyonce can't talk. Well, Beyonce sounds like she's got a 5th grade education. She can't talk.
But Nicki didn't leave it there, because she came at Beyonce again when she released her song Press Play. And this time, she explicitly mentioned Beyonce and even called her an idiot. She clapped back at all the people who always asked her why she don't like Beyonce. She said that unlike Beyonce, she had to fight for everything she has because her parents were not business owners. She then went on to seemingly call.
Back in 2003, singer Blue Cantrell accused Beyoncé of copying her work, claiming that Beyoncé wouldn't get away with it because Cantrell was the top artist at the time. Jay-Z has also had several feuds with other rappers, with his clash with hip-hop legend Nas being especially noteworthy.
Wants to be number one. So he gonna pick a fight or whatever because he wants everyone to know you, not me. Alright, so boom. Ether the whole lot, right?
Fuck with your soul like ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already.
I was in the club with Nas the other day and it came on. We both put our head down.
Age test, what's the results? Not positive.
This record is so hard.
Right.
Like, he told me though, I think his mother died. When Jay came at him, he was dealing with his mother dying.
Damn.
So I think that kind of helped
it
fuel that monumental record.
Jay-Z also had a fallout with his old partner Damon Dash, who co-founded Rockefeller Records with him. He said he'd been misled by him and Kanye West, both of whom had been his artists.
When was the last time you talked with Jay-Z? I don't talk about... No, come on, Dane. Why? Because we're having a full conversation.
You know why it's not fair? Because he doesn't talk about it. And every time I talk about the situation, number one, this is what you know. No matter what, I feel he wrong. Period.
Okay.
And no matter what, I'm always gonna feel that way. So you're never gonna, like, if I hit somebody with some work and they run off, I forgive it. It don't bother me. But if you ask me about that person, I'm like, nah, he ran off.
Right.
So the way he goes about moves with my business, I'm not talking about nobody else's, but personally, the way he did me was dirty. The way he did Biggs was dirty. The way he did Rockefeller was dirty. So he went, told L.A. Reid, I want Rockefeller, I don't want Damon Biggs down. And we was like, damn, I'd have left. I thought that was dirty. The shit he did with Rockware, that was dirty. When he said he wasn't gonna be a part of it while I was selling it and devalued it, and then, you know, I stepped away from it because I needed to go do my own thing, and all of a sudden they do a big deal like that, that was dirty. You know, they put me, that was dirty. It was dirty business, and that's how I feel. So anytime you ask me, I'm not salty for life, right? But with him, yeah, I'm salty. That was whack. And look, there's no more Rockefeller. There's Jim, there's Kanye.
He also had a fallout with his former partner Damon Dash, who co-founded Rockefeller Records with him. Jay-Z said he felt betrayed by Dash and Kanye West, who were both once signed to his label.
People, it was probably 10 knives that I knew of, and I ended up getting stabbed.
Walked away because I needed to follow my own path, but then they made a big move that felt shady. I'm not holding a grudge forever, but I'm still upset about it. That situation wasn't right. As for Rockefeller, it's mostly gone now, with only Jay Kanye and a few others left. And don't forget the incident with Lance Rivera. Jay-Z actually stabbed the producer over claims that he was bootlegging his album Vol.
The search warrant. They maybe even have enough to get an indictment, and if so, I expect Diddy to be arrested in a matter of days and no more than weeks. If under indictment, a judge will issue an arrest warrant, which means that he can be arrested whether it's here in the United States or in the Caribbean. They don't execute these types of search warrants until they have talked to witnesses, have gathered evidence, and they believe they have an ironclad case. Not only that, they have to get a federal judge to sign off on the search warrant. So I believe the case against Diddy is very strong. Ultimately, I think Diddy is going to be indicted by a grand jury. Diddy can be looking at a 10 or even 15-year mandatory minimum sentence.
50 Cent didn't hold back on Diddy even when he stepped down as chairman of Revolt TV. On X, he commented, "I'll buy that from you, Playboy, for a low price. Since Cadillac and AT&T are pulling out, I'll give you a few bucks for it now. Sell it to me and then we can be friends. I'm serious, call me." 50 Cent has also hinted that Diddy might be gay in earlier interviews. 50 Cent seems to think that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are covering up for Diddy. While the couple has stayed silent during the ongoing drama, it's well known that Jay-Z and Diddy have been close for years. 50 Cent has been outspoken about his views on Jay-Z, once comparing their album sales and claiming he had a bigger impact than the so-called greatest of all time in rap. He said numbers don't lie and even pointed out that Jay-Z's highest-selling international albums sold 430,000 copies, while he had albums that sold 5 million copies each.
Chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation...
Regarding their relationship, 50 Cent acknowledges that while they seem to take occasional jabs at each other, they also perform and take pictures together, showing the competitive nature of their industry. 50 Cent has even suggested that Jay-Z's success at the Grammys is largely due to his marriage to Beyoncé, noting that Jay-Z started winning more Grammys after they got together. He also pointed out that even their kids have Grammys despite not being artists themselves.
In those types of positions. When the deal is, when this benevolent man who's now had a change of heart and has decided to pay us as talent and also as writers, we're credited with publishing. So basically, we only get the amounts due since Sony bought our catalog.
Okay.
So streaming. For the past couple years, it's about $800, $900, some in the hundreds, okay? And in order to get that, I have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
Pretty skeptical of just what we could really, be sure of in regards to all this. I think having heard so many people's stories, especially...
And then there's his previous artist, Mace, who left the rapper's wing long ago.
Everything now that we see playing out was all...
Criticized the music industry, suggesting that award shows give Beyoncé trophies just to make sure she attends. He described it as a PR move, claiming that these awards were given to them because they were considered important to the culture. He said, "I didn't care about trophies. I was focused on getting paid. They're afraid to recognize the real talent, so they don't give out the trophies. I got the money. Jay-Z got all the trophies. That's because he signed that contract." When asked about the contract, he hinted that it was tied to Beyoncé and that not signing it meant not getting trophies. In another interview, he criticized Jay-Z for modeling his image after a gay painter, especially after Jay-Z was left out of the 2012 Super Bowl ad. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video on our channel.